Good evening, everyone. Welcome to closing comments here on October 1st. Let's jump right into our charts and see what happened in the markets today. Cattle prices jumping out to a hot start today. We did see this market rallying early before giving back those gains late in the day. Price opening up inside that prior day's range, making a nice move here through this 235 level. Over the past 3 days, we've seen equal highs between 235 and 235.12, offering a good breakout point here. We did see the bulls with a nice breakout early today, rallying right up into this key level here at 236.5. However, just kind of stalled and couldn't get that momentum to push through this key level that we'd been keeping an eye on all week long. Nice bounce off of there, settling all the way back down towards this opening price of the day. We did see some good buyer support stepping in late as we continue to see good balance action here in between 233 and 235. Good support with the day finishing there at 234.60. We want to see the bulls make another run at this 236.5 level as we head into the end of the week. So look for them to take any early breakouts above 35 again tomorrow and make another run up here at this 236.5 level. We want to get this market to have a daily close above this level to confirm this next leg out here. And above that, we should see some pretty smooth sailing up into the 240s. But we want to make sure that the bulls continue to offer good buying activity, good buyer support down here in the low 230s. If we do see any probes back down here in the low 230s, we want to make sure that the bulls continue to defend this 50-day moving average as well as the 230 line. This market needs to stay above here to keep this big picture uptrend intact. And at the moment, we still have that upside the direction definitely favoring the bulls here at the moment. I just need to pick up a little bit more buyers down here and make a couple runs at these levels, get some closes above them to really confirm and give the bulls the strength they need to take this market up towards those all-time highs. November feeders up next. This market also seeing some nice early upside, rallying all the way up towards the prior week's highs. We did see this market start to stall here at the 363 level, selling all the way back down here, undercutting that opening range. However, we did see good support stepping in at the 357 mark, which was Monday's high. At the moment, we had a pretty impressive rally here off of this 351 level yesterday, all the way through the 362.85 high today. So at the moment, this market just looks like it's having a nice orderly pullback here, retesting this prior high that we broke out of yesterday and saw support at today. So as long as we continue to see this market holding above 357 to 358, we should see the bulls try and make another rally attempt back up here at this 363 level and break out of these multi-week highs up here, and should see some new all-time highs coming if we get to trade above that 363 level. At the moment, still trading above the 20-day average, still trading above our bull pivot here. So we do expect to see this feeder market continue to grind higher. Just a little bit of a pullback here late in the day. We should see good support step in and see the bulls try and keep this thing rallying here into the end of the week. Next up, December corn futures with a nice little fake breakout today. We did see yesterday's action selling off following that grain report. We did see some of that downside continue into the overnight session. Today we did see prices undercutting the bear pivot here at 415, rallying back up and getting the close there above this key level. So at the moment with this key level probe down here and this market reversing back up into this range, we should see the bulls try and push this thing back up here towards the top third of this range that we've been trading in. Look for the bulls to get bids above 419.5 and take this market back up here towards the top third of this range. However, if we do see a continued downside below 415, could open the door to seeing this market hit new contract lows. So this 415 level remains to be an important one. Look for this market to try and find some support here. However, if we do see it fail, look for a new downtrend to take effect. Crude oil prices pushing all the way down here towards that bottom end of this range. We did see this market briefly testing that 61.45 bull pivot, which is the range lows. At the moment, we did see a good bounce off of it here today. So far in the evening session, we're continuing to balance out here around $62. We want to see the bulls continue to hold these range lows and pass this thing back and forth here between the 61 to 66 range. Look for this market to try and cut back here towards the top of this range if we find good support here. However, early breakdowns tomorrow below 61.45, we could see some selling pressure kick in and oil prices dip down into the 50s. So look for the breakdown here below 61.45. However, if we don't get any offers below there, look for this range to continue trading. Equity markets continuing their rally today. We did see some downside overnight with this market undercutting these prior day lows during the European session overnight. However, we did have a pretty strong rally up here into new all-time highs today as this market had a pretty favorable reaction to the news today. Each of our indexes making a nice strong push higher, seeing some new all-time highs here across the Nasdaq and the S&P. The Dow is lagging a little bit as it continues to balance out here just right below these recent all-time highs. But at the moment, looking like this market's just going to keep on grinding higher. We do have more jobs data being released tomorrow before the bell, and it's Friday morning as well before the open. So look for those jobless numbers and non-farm payrolls to provide a little bit of volatility in this market. However, this big picture uptrend still remains intact, and still is a very strong and favorable environment for stocks. So look for these equity indexes to keep on pushing up into new all-time highs. That's all we got for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you tomorrow.